Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Judy English Daily, where every conversation helps you learn. I'm Judy.
Hello, Judy. Hello, everyone. I'm Jake. How are you today, Judy?
I am good, thank you, but I had a very funny morning.
A funny morning? What happened?
I woke up late. Then I put on my shirt the wrong way. The inside was outside.
The inside was outside? How did you know?
I looked in the mirror and I thought, oh no. So I took it off and I put it on again, the right way this time.
That is funny. I do that sometimes too.
Really?
Yes, and sometimes I put on two different socks. One black, one blue.
That is a new fashion, Jake.
A very bad fashion. But I am confused today, Judy.
Confused? Why?
Because of English verbs. I know the word get, easy, but then I hear get up and get on and get over. They are all different.
They are all different because the small word changes the meaning.
Small words are big trouble for me.
And that is exactly our topic today.
Oh, what are we talking about?
Today, I have 5 two-word verbs for you, a verb plus a small word. Together, they make a new meaning, and you use them every single day.
5 two-word verbs? I need this. Let's go.
But first, we have a small request.
Yes, if you like our podcast, please click the like button.
Please subscribe to Judy English Daily.
And share this episode with your friends and family.
Thank you. It helps us so much.
We love our listeners.
Okay, now let's start. First, let me explain the problem, the big problem.
The big problem? What is it?
In English, we have verbs. Go, come, take, put, turn. You know these words.
Yes, those are easy words. I know them.
But when we add a small word after the verb, the meaning changes. Words like up, on, off, for.
And that is what confuses me. I know the verb, but the small word makes it new and strange.
Let me show you. Turn means to move in a circle, but turn on means to start a machine, like a TV or a light.
Very different. Just one small word changes everything.
These are two-word verbs, a verb plus a small word. They are everywhere in daily English. You hear them all the time.
I hear them, but I do not always understand them.
After today, you will. I will teach you 5 of the most useful two-word verbs. 5 verbs you use every morning. Ready?
Ready.
Verb number 1, wake up.
Wake up. What does wake up mean?
Wake up means to stop sleeping and open your eyes. W-A-K-E-O-U-P. Your alarm rings. You open your eyes. You wake up.
So wake up is the moment I stop sleeping.
Exactly. In daily English, we almost always say wake up, not just wake. Wake up sounds more like a real English speaker.
I wake up at 7 every day. Is that right?
Perfect. And on weekends?
On weekends, I wake up at 11. Maybe later.
11? Jake, that is almost lunchtime.
My bed is very comfortable. It's hard to leave it.
You can also talk about the past. I woke up late this morning. W-O-K-E. Woke is the past of wake.
I woke up late this morning. That is very true today.
And here's a question people ask all the time. What time do you wake up?
What time do you wake up, Judy?
I wake up at 6:30 every day, even weekends.
6:30 on weekends? You are a morning person.
I am. And you are not a morning person, Jake.
I am a bed person. That's my verb 1.
Your verb 1 is staying in bed, but the real verb 1, wake up. Stop sleeping, open your eyes.
Verb 1, wake up. I will try to do it earlier. Maybe.
Maybe, but even if you wake up late, you still use the verb.
That is true. Late or early, I still wake up. So I already know this one.
Verb number 2, Put on.
Put on. What does put on mean?
Put on means to place clothes on your body. P-U-T-O-N. You take your shirt, you place it on your body, you put it on.
So put on is for clothes?
Yes, clothes, shoes, hats, glasses. You put on your jacket before you go outside. You put on your shoes before you walk.
Can I put on other things, not just clothes?
Good question. You can also put on music. That means to start playing music.
Oh, I put on music every morning. I love music when I eat breakfast.
What kind of music do you put on?
I put on upbeat, fast music. It helps me wake up.
That is a nice way to start the morning. Wake up, put on music, then put on your clothes.
3 steps. 2 of them use put on.
Yes, but the most common use is with clothes. Every morning, you wake up and you put on your clothes.
2 verbs together. I wake up, then I put on my clothes.
Now, let me tell you something useful. The past tense is the same. Put does not change.
It does not change. Yesterday I put on my jacket.
Yes, I put on my jacket yesterday. Same word. Easy.
I love this verb. No changes.
And the opposite, the other side of put on, is take off. You put on your shoes in the morning. You take off your shoes at night.
Put on in the morning, take off at night. I can remember that.
Can you use both in one sentence?
I put on my coat before I go outside. I take off my coat when I come home.
Perfect example. You are learning fast.
Verb 2, put on. Place clothes on your body. And the opposite, take off.
Verb number 4, turn on.
Turn on? What does turn on mean?
Turn on means to make something start working. Turn-on. You press a button, a machine starts. That is turn on.
Like a TV?
Yes, you turn on the TV. You turn on the light. You turn on your computer. You turn on the radio.
So it is for machines and things with buttons?
Yes, if it has a button, you turn it on.
I turn on the TV every evening after dinner. Is that correct?
That is correct. And can you guess the opposite?
Turn off?
Yes, turn off. You turn off the light before you sleep. You turn off your computer at night.
I never turn off my phone. My phone is always on, day and night.
Many people are like that, but try this sentence. I turn on my computer in the morning. I turn off my computer at night.
Turn on in the morning, turn off at night. That is just like put on and take off.
You see? Many 2-word verbs come in pairs. On and off, up and down. That helps you remember. Learn one and you learn two.
Learn 1, learn 2. I like that.
Smart thinking, Jake.
Verb 3, turn on. Make something start working. And turn off, make it stop.
Verb number 4, pick up.
Pick up? What does pick up mean?
Pick up means to take something with your hand. P-I-C-K-U-P. Something is on the floor, you go down and take it with your hand. You pick it up.
So I pick up things from the floor.
From the floor, from the table, from anywhere. You pick up a pen, you pick up a book, you pick up a bag.
That sounds easy.
It is easy, but there's also a second meaning.
A second meaning? 1 verb, 2 meanings?
Yes, pick up also means to answer the phone. Your phone rings, you pick up. That means you answer.
Oh, 2 meanings. I pick up a pen from the table and I pick up the phone when it rings.
Exactly. Let me give you 2 examples. I picked up the pen from the floor and my mom called me. I picked up right away.
Let me try. I dropped my keys this morning, so I picked them up.
Great.
And my friend called me yesterday, but I did not pick up. I was sleeping.
You were sleeping? What time did your friend call?
3 in the afternoon.
3 in the afternoon? That is not nighttime, Jake. That's the middle of the day.
I told you, I'm a bed person. Morning, afternoon, my bed does not care. My bed always welcomes me.
Your bed is your best friend.
My bed is my best friend. That is true.
You are too funny, but you know your verb.
Verb 4. Pick up. Take something with your hand. Or answer the phone. 2 meanings.
Verb 5. Look for.
Look for. What does look for mean?
Look for means to try to find something. Lookfor. You lost your keys, you check your pockets, you check the table, you're looking for your keys.
So look for means to try to find.
Yes, and this is important. Look and look for are very different.
How are they different?
Look at the sky, I see the sky with my eyes. But look for my phone, I try to find my phone. I search for it. The small word for changes the meaning.
The small word changes everything again.
It does. And we use look for every day. At home, at work, at the store. Where are my keys? I'm looking for my keys. Where's my phone? I'm looking for my phone.
We look for things all the time.
All the time. And at a store, you can ask, I am looking for the milk. Can you help me?
That is very useful. I can use look for when I need help.
Yes, at a store, at work, anywhere. Now tell me, Jake, do you look for things often?
Every single morning. Where's my phone? Where are my keys?
Can you make a full sentence?
I am looking for my keys. Has anyone seen my keys?
Perfect. And in the past, I looked for my wallet for 10 minutes.
I looked for my wallet for 10 minutes. Then I found it in my pocket.
In your pocket. You looked everywhere and it was in your pocket the whole time?
The whole time. That always happens to me.
It happens to everyone. We all look for things that are very close to us. That is life.
That is life. And that is verb 5.
Yes. Verb 5. Look for. Try to find something.
Verb 5. Look for. Check everywhere until you find it.
And the best feeling is when you finally find it.
Yes, the best feeling. Like finding an old friend under the sofa.
Now I want to tell you a short story. This story uses all 5 verbs. Listen carefully.
All 5 in one story? I love it. Tell me.
This morning, I woke up at 7. I put on my favorite blue dress. I turned on the kitchen light. I picked up my coffee cup. And then I looked for my keys. For 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Did you find them?
Yes, they were in my jacket pocket. The jacket I wore yesterday.
All 5 verbs in one morning. That is so good.
Now it is your turn. Tell me your morning. Use all 5 verbs.
Okay, this morning I woke up very late. I put on my clothes very fast. I turned on my phone to check the time. I picked up my bag from the chair, and then I looked for my shoes.
Where were your shoes?
Under the bed. They are always under the bed.
Always under the bed. You should put them near the door at night.
That is a good idea, but I know myself. I will forget.
At least you tell the truth, Jake. But you remembered all 5 verbs. That is what matters.
I did. 5 verbs, 1 morning story. That is an easy way to remember them.
Yes, and you can practice this at home. Tomorrow morning, try to notice. When you wake up, say, I am waking up. When you put on your shirt, say, I am putting on my shirt.
Say it out loud while I do it?
Yes, say the verb while you do the action. Your brain will put the word and the action together, and you will remember it forever.
That is a great tip. I will try tomorrow morning.
Because these verbs are your real life. You do not study them from a book. You live them every single day.
I live them. I wake up, I put on my clothes, I turn on things, I pick up things, and I look for things every day.
That is a perfect review. You just said all 5 verbs in order.
I did? I did not even try. That is amazing.
That's how you know you learned them, when you use them without thinking. And here's one more important thing. When you hear pick up or wake up, don't think of two words. Think of one verb, one meaning.
One verb, not two words, one thing.
Yes, pick up is one verb. Wake up is one verb. Turn on is one verb. Say them as one thing, and soon they will feel easy and natural.
Easy, like old friends.
Exactly, like old friends. Okay, let's review.
Yes, let's see what we learned.
Today we talked about two-word verbs, 5 verbs you use every day.
Yes, first, wake up. Open your eyes and start the day.
Good. Then put on. Clothes go on your body.
Turn on. Make a machine start working.
Pick up. Take something with your hand or answer the phone.
And finally, look for. Try to find something.
And we also learned some opposite pairs.
Yes, put on and take off. Turn on and turn off.
Perfect. You remembered everything.
I learned a lot today.
I am so proud of you, Jake. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Give this episode a like.
And share it with a friend.
Now, we have a question for you today.
Yes, please leave a comment below.
Tell us, which two-word verb do you use the most? Wake up, put on, turn on, pick up, or look for?
We would love to read your answers.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone. Keep practicing your English.